What's up, everybody? We're back. I know it's been a while, but I'm back and everything's good to go. So, I just want to start off by thanking everybody for subscribing to the channel. By subscribing, you are helping this channel out. So, if you're viewing this now, please just scroll down and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell right next to it to be notified of every video I upload. Without any further ado, today we're going to be going over the top 10 urban legends in Alabama. Number 10. Pickens County Courthouse. The original courthouse burned down and everyone blamed Henry Wells. He was a rowdy man who lived out in the country. He was arrested and locked in the attic of the new courthouse. As a thunderstorm was rolling in, a mob gathered outside, demanding that Wells be turned over to them. As Wells peered through the garret window at the mob outside, thirsty for his blood, a lightning bolt struck the window, killing Henry Wells. From the strong electrical discharge, Wells' face was etched into the glass. No amount of cleaning has been able to remove the face from the pane of glass. It is still there today at the Pickens County Courthouse. Number 9. Tallapoosa Entertainment Center. Located just on the banks of Tallapoosa River and owned by the Poarch Band of Creek Indians. This casino is in close proximity to some very old burial mounds. Employees have reported feeling of not being alone, as well as voices whispering in their ear when no one is standing next to them. Other odd occurrences include machines seemingly playing by themselves, screens on the machines changing displays without being touched, ice jamming out of the drinks by themselves, and doors opening and closing by themselves. Maintenance people on the premises even reported seeing a ghost on the far side of the parking lot when the now complete main building was still under construction. Warning, this is considered federal property / reservation land. Make sure you are cleared with the Poarch Band of Creek Indians and the tribal police department before walking around in restricted areas on the premises. Number 8. Munford Cemetery. It gets its name from all the headstones that are on it. Some of them date back to the late 1890s and early 1900s. An old man lived alone with his dog on the cemetery, and during hunting season, he took the dog out with him. It is said that other hunters thought the dog was a deer and killed the dog. The old man never found his dog. It's also said that the old man died soon after. Sometime later, some hunters heard a shot and came upon a black lab that was still alive. They stood up, looked around, and saw this old man. The old man then asked them if they had seen his dog. The hunters said yes and turned to point, but the dog was gone. They turned back around and the old man was gone too. Other happenings are, red eyes can be seen about 1 foot off of the ground. People think that they are imps or goblins. Also, there is an old church in the woods with a book on the podium. You can pick it up, but it starts to get heavier as you try to walk out of the door with it. Before you get to the door, the book gets so heavy you can't carry it out. The book is rumored to be a copy of the Devil's Bible. Satanic rituals are rumored to have been held there. Number 7. Tuskegee National Forest. Eyewitnesses have reported strange noises. The forest was also used by devil worshippers for strange and unreal meetings in the early 1990s. Macomb County Sheriff's Department raided an old house out in the forest after discovering bodies. The devil worshippers feared that the law would find their secret burial ground, so they burned the house down, but still use the forest to this day. If you go out in the forest at night on a full moon, beware of them. They cursed the area and made it haunted. Number 6. Behind Hell's Gate, Owens Crossroads. Unexplainable things occur here. You can hear chanting and noises, which you cannot find the origin of. Things can be thrown at you and they will never be seen, nor will the object ever hit the ground. You hear footsteps chasing you if you run, but there's no one ever there. Inside the mansion, behind the gates, it is unnaturally cold. You can hear whispering and screams from inside the mansion, but no one is there. Number 5. Consolation Church, Red Level. The church is no longer used because of banshees. If you sit inside of the gate, you can hear the Confederate soldiers marching. There's an outhouse in the back of the church, and if you go inside by yourself, the door will shut behind you and lock. You can only get out if someone comes and lets you out. There have also been tales of possession. When you are leaving, there is a tale that says that a little boy will appear, playing with a ball. If he rolls it to you and you pick it up and give it back, you are going to die. Also, while you are driving back out of the driveway, there is a little girl that is skipping down the road. Your car will not go past her. If you try to go past her, your car will stop, and you'll have to wait for her to get ahead of you to go. Also, if you overstay your welcome, there is a 1960s model black Ford truck that will come speeding down the road, and if it catches you, then you will get into a car wreck with no survivors. There have also been sightings of hellhounds around that cemetery. Number 4. Horton House, Pine Ridge. The Horton House is an abandoned house located on the outskirts of Fort Payne in a small town known as Pine Ridge. The house is a site of a vicious murder, where a father went insane and mutilated his wife and his 3 children, and committed suicide shortly after. Witnesses say that the entire family haunts the house. There have been stories of seances that went horribly wrong in this house. There have also been numerous accounts of people being choked when they walk into this house. Knocking can be heard on the walls and floors, and the sounds of a bird will come through the bay window that turns into the sound of loud screams of a young girl. Number 3. Old Bryce Hospital, Northport. Writing on the walls, strange noises, and cold spots are some of the phenomena that occur in this old mental institution. Upon entering this old institution, there are strange feelings of presences watching you. Throughout the entire building, 3 floors and a basement, there are writing on the walls and lots of graffiti. It was recently burned on the 1st and 2nd floors, but not severe. Reports of telephone ringing, furniture being moved, footsteps heard in hallways, and cold and hot spots throughout. You just get an odd and eerie feeling in this building. There is no need for any high-tech equipment here. You can feel everything you need to know. It is patrolled on Halloween and sometimes during the week. So, be warned, you could be caught for trespassing. Number 2. Maxwell Air Force Base, Montgomery. Now, a lot of these take place in student dorms. Officer school attendees often report an eerie presence in Building 1433, which was built closest to the river of all of the dorm facilities. Often, young lieutenants will wake up to a bed soaked through with water. They'll see shadows move down the hallway, mostly on the second floor. And also, many report having vivid and horrifying nightmares. Some will continue to scream, even if prompted to wake up. A burnt electrical smell also pervades the second floor on occasion. As well as a haywire electrical appliances, the spirits are attributed to Confederate soldiers who drowned in the Alabama River while trying to cross the city of Montgomery. The ghosts also show a predilection for students who are from the north or western states, states which are known for their southern accent. Number 1. University of Montevallo. It has several haunts. It is said to have a tunnel running under the entire campus. They were used in the Civil War and are now used as steam chassis. The theater department in Reynolds was a Civil War hospital. There was a massacre and many of the rooms were stacked with bodies. On the 4th floor of Maine, one of the girls' dorms, a girl burnt to death while trying to cook fudge on a Bunsen burner. They have replaced the door several times, but her image is burned in the door every time the door is replaced. There are also a lot of odd occurrences, as well as several ghosts that frequent the campus of Montevallo. And the King's House of the same campus. Chills were felt when sitting on the bed. Also experienced a book falling to the floor and opening to a page referring to the haunting of this particular place. And in the main hall, once again, this story may elaborate more now. Early in the 20th century, a student was cooking fudge, but she knocked over a bottle of alcohol that she and her roommate were using. The alcohol spilled on her nightgown, which got caught into the flame. Her roommate tried to use a rug to put out the fire, but it fell off of her as she ran out into the hallway and burned to death. You can still see her in the halls in a flaming nightgown. She was 16 years old. Alright everyone, that does it for the Alabama Urban Legends. If you'd like a part 2, leave a comment down below. If you have any special requests on the next video for the Urban Legends, or if you'd like a part 2 or part 3 or part 4 to any video that I've done so far, leave a comment down below. And as always, please smash that subscribe button. It helps support the channel. Everybody have a great day.